Hello and welcome to West Wales. If you're new here, my name is Becca, and every Sunday I share a vlog of what me, my partner Andrew and our little dog Millie have been up to. So in this week's vlog we've got friends staying, so we go down the coast to the lovely beach at Newgale. Then I'm off on a mission to find some exciting crafting supplies from the local charity shops. If you don't already, it would be lovely if you would consider subscribing to the channel. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Newgale Beach is about a half-hour drive from where we live, and when we get there it's very shingly. So although there are platforms which are wheelchair accessible that takes you up onto the shingle, Andrew decided that it is so cold he's going to stay in the car to take photographs, and the rest of us are going to clamber over the shingle down onto the sands and go for our walk there. I do get comments to say Andrew's not in the videos very much. He doesn't want to be in the videos. It's the only reason I'm quite happy for him to be in them, but it's his choice. When he's feeling really strong, sometimes he'll make a cameo appearance. If you bought a copy of this year's calendar, then you will know this beach already, but it is absolutely stunning at sunset. We're at Newgale. This is a surfers beach, and even this time of the year you quite often see surfers. None today. I guess the tide's going out, so probably not very appealing to them. The sun is going down, it's cold, and it is absolutely glorious. This truly is good for the soul. So we got our friends visiting. We had about a third Christmas lunch yesterday. Well, it was kind of Christmas about 4 o'clock in the afternoon actually by the time we sat down. So that was good fun. Opened more presents and just having a refreshing after party walk. And we ate and drank a little bit too much and chatted and laughed, and now we're just enjoying the beach. Now I say we, that's actually me and Millie, because everybody else has gone back to the car, as they are, I was going to say not as hardy as me, maybe not as foolhardy as me. Anyway, they were feeling the cold, so they've gone back to the cars, and I'm just slowly walking back with Millie, just enjoying the fresh air. Right, I will see you in a little bit. So first stop Fishguard, and it's quite busy, so sorry about the traffic noise. And as happens in the winter quite often in Pembrokeshire, quite a lot of the shops are closed, including the charity shops. So they generally open Easter, but we are quite a long way from that. I just thought I'd come along here and show you one of the fun new installations that's on the new sculpture trail. And I think we will do the sculpture trail, but maybe when it's a bit warmer. So I'll turn the camera around, show you what I'm talking about, and then we're into the charity shop up there. So how fun is that? You stick your head in and you can be a Welsh lady and her little son. I think that's so fun. I'm going to have to come here with someone else so they can take a photograph of me with my head in there. Well, I wasn't really planning on buying clothes, but buy one get one free. I think I might be quite tempted. So the window looks quite fun. Bit of upcycled stuff in here. Right, let's go in. That is stunning. Oh wow. So clever. I'm so tempted by that, but honestly, I don't think I've got the right location. So I'm looking for things I can sew, things I can quilt with. So I'm looking for sheets for backing. I'm not sure there's anything really suitable here. This is the little local charity shop that's for the animal shelter, and it's been a good hunting ground for me in the past. I've got this idea that I want some knitting yarn to practice on my new loom. I have been recommended that that's a really good way to learn, is just get some, you know, nothing very precious and just learn that way. And quite often I find knitting patterns here. I love a vintage knitting pattern, but ooh, look what I found. Lots of lovely scrapbooking supplies. How happy am I? But gosh, am I really going to take all this home? See what makes it home with me at the end of the video. It is that time of the week when I'm heading off to Haverfordwest to do the supermarket shop, and on the way is the big charity shop, so I'm going to have a quick look round. I'm specifically looking for tea towels, although I have noticed that they're becoming really difficult to find, and I think that's because people are actually turning them into dresses and coats and things, and there is a whole sort of market in upcycling tea towels, which is good, obviously, but personally I'd quite like to use them as tea towels. But anyway, we'll see what we can find, and obviously I will show you when we get home if we find anything. I've been researching Welsh quilts, and a lot of Welsh quilts were originally made with wool rather than cotton, so I've been thinking about maybe using suiting material, and they've got a few things here. But oh gosh, I do just love all the vintage furniture. And my goodness, I could take so much of this home. I do have to remember I live in quite a small space. We're about 500 square feet in our little bungalow, and we already have quite a lot of stuff. So although I love looking at this stuff and I would take quite a lot of it home, I just have to be really, really strong and just tell myself I'm window shopping. I've got a really specific list and I need to stick to it. Oh gosh, maybe there's something I want, maybe there's something I need, maybe this is coming home with me. If you've watched Gavin and Stacey, then you will know exactly what this word means. Cwtch. Come and have a cwtch on the sofa. It's really funny because blue and white china, sort of back in the 80s and 90s, was so deeply unfashionable, but now it is the thing that all the kids want. Well, back from the supermarket, back from Haverfordwest, and I've got lots of treasure. I did really well. I think I did really well. I spent a grand total of £15. I will put the conversion on the screen for you because I don't know what it is at the moment. And I got some really good stuff. Did get some stuff for the weaving, and well, why don't I just show you? I'll take you aside and show you. Well, I hope that all fits in. So I went to 3 different shops and got 3 different lots of things. Okay, so let's have a look at the first one in Fishguard. I'd said I was looking for something to weave with, and there was all this cotton. And I also said at some point in the video that I was wanting to find tea towels. I think I'm going to attempt to weave tea towels out of this cotton. I think that's going to work. I mean, I know it's not strictly speaking weaving cotton, but I think on my little rigid heddle loom, it's going to be fine. My next find, really good find, just some patchwork basically. I seem to be getting really into the idea of quilting. Well, I've done some quilting, but I am definitely getting really back into my sewing. So I thought they were quite good. And that was, well, it was all sort of part of one, so I'll come to the price right at the end. So there you go, 10 templates, hexagons, squares, triangles, diamonds, clams. Anyway, I thought that was a really good buy. Bright, colourful, few kind of rust marks on it where it's obviously been kind of resting against something, but I think they're going to come out no problem at all. And that was, had £2 on it, but the girl let me have all of this for £4, which I thought was pretty good. Then in Fishguard again, in the little animal welfare charity shop, yeah, I couldn't resist these. I mean, how nice are these? I mean, the crazy thing is that I actually do know how to design all this stuff myself perfectly well. And I have a program that will do it, but I just never get around to it. So, you know, instant. And these 3 books, I'll show you the other one. I don't know whether you saw this in the video. It's kind of much darker French. Here you go. These 3 books, £1 whole pound. I think I did really well in the other big charity shop that's on the A40. A Rowan book, again, it's a patchwork quilting book. Let's see when this was published, because I think it's quite old. Judging the picture of various people, there you go. So, published in 1999, but it's got some really fun projects, and as a beginner I really need these kind of layouts and ideas and what to do, how to assemble it. But yeah, that was a good one. The Practical Spinner's Guide to Silk. I mean, how could I not pick that up? Pretty happy with that. Then, big pile of fabric. Well, relatively big pile of fabric. So I've been looking for things that are going to be suitable for my Welsh quilt. And although I was initially thinking I was going to make it out of wool, there is also a strong tradition of using cotton as well. So I think I want to do that. So I liked that. I thought that was good fun. Now, you might actually recognise this because a few weeks ago I found some more of this fabric and it was in the same shop. And they obviously have pulled out some more. So I thought, well, you know, crazy not to buy it. So there you go. Then I think this is rather lovely. Again, it's that kind of chintzy vintage look. I think you might kind of get the whole vibe that I really like a vintage look. Then this, you know, I mean, my goodness. How nice is that? I mean, that's just gorgeous. Ah, lovely, lovely. And then this is quite boring. There's quite a lot of it. And I thought, you know what, that would make really great backing fabric. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's actually got a pattern in it. I'll try and give you a better picture of that. Creased. I hope you can see. I want to call it flock wallpaper. That's not what I'm after, is it? That is not flock wallpaper. Well, firstly, it's not wallpaper, it's fabric, but it's got that sort of pattern in it like a tablecloth has. Oh, I forget what it's called. Anyway, let me know. I'm sure you know. So there you go, that's my haul. I hope you enjoyed that video. I'm trying to keep fibre arts on a Wednesday and then, you know, different things on a Sunday. So vlogs, and probably trying to keep the sewing on a Sunday. And I did ask for a bit of feedback from people, and they sort of said, look, we like having a variety of things on the channel, because I was thinking, do I need to split the channel? Do I need to have a second channel for the sewing? But I mean, I don't really do as much sewing as I do spinning. Anyway, the consensus of opinion in the comments was that actually you like having a variety. So, okay, bit of variety. There is also a poll running. I asked a few questions in my last video about what you'd like to see, kind of what projects you'd like to see next. And I think it's going to be the Welsh quilt. That does appear to be a slight favourite at the moment. And if I'm having the casting vote, which I kind of guess I am, yeah, we're doing the Welsh quilt. So that'll be probably over the next few weeks. I don't think it'll be next week because I've got some other stuff kind of lined up and I've been filming various bits and pieces. So it'll probably be in a few weeks' time. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday.